The mind is a complex thing that no one can truly hope to fully understand. You can study it all day long, but there are things inside that defy all human logic. In a way, we are all prisoners to our own thoughts, and some are hard to escape. I used to love riding my bike. I got my first one when I was 10 and still have it at 17. I rode it most days, any chance I got. There was nothing like pedaling around in nice weather with a cool breeze blowing in my face. We lived in a large neighborhood, and I always made a big loop around it. It would take hours, but I preferred being outdoors to watching TV. That's why it was the worst day of my life when my accident happened. It was the summer after I graduated from high school. I had decided to go to the University of Montana, over 2,000 miles from my home in Virginia. My parents weren't thrilled, but I was excited. I always wanted to go out west, to see the mountains and scenery we didn't have here. I wanted to soak in as much as I could in the final months I had left. I rode my bike even more than usual that summer. The day of the accident, I was riding around the neighborhood as usual. I wasn't thinking about anything besides how nice the weather was. I was distracted by birds flying overhead. It never mattered. The few cars that ever drove by were easily visible, so I could space out as much as I wanted. I rode around the far corners of the block and headed towards the entrance. The entrance was next to a pretty good-sized road, and I normally went to where it began and then turned around. That day I was living in my own world too much. I saw a deer off to the right, just standing still in the field next to where the houses began. I became completely distracted, and even after hearing the sound of a large truck, I still didn't take my eyes off the deer. A few moments later, I felt it. Follow for part 2 of The Mirror Mind.